Yes, YouTube people, I need to start being way more consistent with making the YouTube videos. I'm going to start doing every single day. Break even, win or lose, we'll make the full recap on YouTube. That's my promise to all of you, I promise. Let's get straight into it anyway, because no one cares about that. You want to see how we made $2,400 today, and let's get into it. So, coming into the day, if I actually let's go back into replay mode actually, let's do this properly. Let's do this properly for you boys. Right, yeah, perfect. So, coming into the day, when I've marked everything out for our session here, I was leaning bullish, right? Not 100% convinced, because obviously we've been a bit bearish recently, but I was leaning bullish because we have this new week opening gap, which we've completely filled, which is basically manipulation. Usually, when we completely fill this sort of gap, we then see a reaction back up. Not only that, all of this low resistance liquidity stacked on top of each other is just beautiful. Like, that is exactly what we want to see. You know how I trade. I am all about draws of liquidity. It is the number one thing in training. And once you know how to trade with that, you're going to take it to a whole new level. So coming session, I've noticed that, and that is what I'm looking for. Now, as we actually get into the session, just before we get into the session, we do come down, and let's go into the 1 minute and just fast forward this a little bit so you'll be able to see what I mean. Right, so as we get here, we come down, we take out all of this low resistance straight away. We then also take out on over here. We then take out everything that's there. So there's nothing over here as well that's for us anymore. We take all of that out. So the only draws on liquidity to the downside now are extremely high resistant draws, when we have all of this extremely low resistance liquidity. So at this point, I'm like 100% convinced that we're going higher. Also, our 5 minute candle, our first 5 minute candle, look at that rejection. Like, that is textbook. Like, that is exactly what we want to be seeing. So now at this point here, I was wanting this candle here to close as an IFVG, and that was going to be my entry 1000%. We didn't get that, unfortunately for us, and it just goes straight away, right? So here on the stream, I'm sort of saying to everyone, oh, I can't believe it, we're not going to get an entry again, because if you'd have seen all my Instagram and everything from last week, that was just what completely kept happening. So luckily for us, we left this internal high. If we would have swept out this 5 minute internal high here, because they're equal highs as well, I probably wouldn't have took the trade. Obviously, we have all of this up there, but it is a Monday. We hadn't had news yet. So with that being taken out, like, I just probably wouldn't have traded. Obviously, luckily for us, it didn't get taken out. And as you can see here, if I mark this up for you, we have this 1 minute order block here, right? Which, you know, in the grand, wrong thing there. In the grand scheme of things, isn't like a major thing. But in this sort of setup, we pretty much always see that get retested, and we have obviously this big fair value gap. So what I've put, as soon as I see that we rejected this and we actually get the next candle close here, I'll put myself an order limit at the very top of this order block. So if price comes down there, we get tapped in. Now, if we push forward here, as you can see, we get the perfect bottom tick entry there, like completely clean as a whistle. So we're in straight away, and literally the next minute after that, we get the inverse fair value gap here. We take out our nearest drawn liquidity. So I'm break even within 1 minute of entering that trade straight away. So that was absolutely happy days with break even there. Now from here, again, like I said, it's just before news. So once we actually get this wick here, I'm now thinking, are we building liquidity? Is this just going to keep doing this for a while, get manipulation, and then take out our draw? So I was a bit more risk adverse today. So once we come down here and then we get the close back up, I do trail my stop loss straight away, purely because, like I said, we have the news, we're building low resistance liquidity, and I'm just a bit more risk adverse. What I would hate to have seen is me just hold this out, just because, like, you know, I don't want to lose out on money. So I just hold the trade. We then get manipulated down, and then it goes up, right? Because I was convinced 100,000% that we're going to go up. It's just whether or not we're going to manipulate before the news. Lucky for us, we didn't. We then have the same thing happen again. We come down, we push back up, so I trail up to here, and we then hit full TP within 10 minutes. So it was a very good day. If you was watching on the stream as well, you would have seen that I did say 100% that I'm convinced we're going to take out all of these draws today because of just how clean the low resistance is. We had equal highs up here. Like, it's just a lovely day for longs. And honestly, I was saying this will 100% get filled. We could have easily held out for that, like, without a shadow of a doubt we could have. But we're not risky. We're not greedy. I don't want to be waiting around all day. I don't want to be panicking about the trade. Like, I've got my piece of the pie. I'm more than happy with that. And it's worked out very, very, very nicely. So yeah, that's the full recap. Like I said, I am 100% going to start doing this way more often. I'm not going to slack on it anymore. The YouTubes are going to be getting made and we're going to be dealing with them all the time. I feel like you learn a lot more from this. I can go in way more detail and actually break it down, why we took the trades and how we managed the trades. So yeah, very beneficial for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy them. Keep watching them. Let me know. And good boys.